Broadcasting live from Red Lake Falls, Minnesota, and the great Upper Midwest. This is another edition of NTR Daily, your daily fix on news with intriguing point of views. We have you covered from Thief River Falls to Kiev, Crookston to Switzerland, and just about everywhere in between. And remember, you are now entering a spin-free zone. Here, it's simple. We talk open and honestly about everything that takes place around us and around the world. And if you don't like what you hear, you can throw on an episode of The View. NTR Daily with Daniel Brewer and Jennifer Gregerson starts shortly.
Drowning in your words from the stories that you carry. I would never judge, don't you ever say you're sorry. I don't mind if you don't mind it. Sharing all your secrets with me. 'Cause ooh, how I fell in love. Couldn't see it coming, blasting my stereo. I can feel it coming, you on my radio. All I'm hearing is a song.
Want more Night Talks? We have you covered. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter at Night Talks Radio for bold and truthful commentary, breaking news, show updates, program guest information, and so much more. And hey, thanks for listening.
Want to reach Night Talks Radio? That's easy. Simply dial 1-507-384-9390. Or, for first-time callers, just dial 1-507-307-4424. From somewhere in the great Upper Midwest, here's Daniel Brewer and Jennifer Gregerson.
Hello, everyone. I hope everyone's having a wonderful evening tonight.
Tell them about the problem that we just had again.
So the problem that we're having right now is we're working on trying to get the mics to work correctly.
All right, looks like my mic's back on as well. So now I can explain this, actually, if you don't want to, Jennifer. All right. Yeah. I am not quite sure why this happens, because if you look at it now, if you're here with us, say you were in the in-home studio and you're looking at the board and the screen, it looks as if everything is perfectly fine. Does it not, Jennifer?
Yes, it does.
Okay, do you see those little levels in the green?
Yes.
Okay, everything looks great. See that mic that's turned off over there?
Yes.
Okay, that's perfect. Okay? So you would assume when, say, you go to break or you're starting a program, as we just did there.
Yes.
Of course, this is NTR Daily, by the way. But as we just did there, and then you had the phone numbers given out for our show. Okay? If people have comments or questions or thoughts or whatever have you. And then the music would die down. Okay? Yep. That leads you into welcoming people to the show, so to speak. Okay? So, what is happening, and usually it's me, that's the first time I've seen it happen to you as well, is that when we go to turn on the microphones, for whatever reason, there is zero communication.
Yeah.
So what I have to do, okay, quicker than shit, is basically switch the mic to another, I guess you could say, format.
Yep.
And then hurry up and switch it back to its original format.
Yeah, it's really weird.
For which it works, and then it comes back. It did it on Jennifer's microphone this time for the first time. By the way, like I said, and we had to do the same thing where we had to change, and then change back, and everything came back like it was normal. But unfortunately, the music died out, and people were probably like, these motherfucking Night Talks people can't fucking be on time to save their life. Okay? But I swear, this time it was the mics.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a learning lesson. I know what to do now. Okay? Like, we're going to be ultra prepared with this microphone situation. It's just about, like, this wasn't even going to be close to a talking point on the show today.
You know, I think, Daniel, we have a little trickster, because it seems like whenever we have something going on, it's always something to do with our equipment.
It really is. And people, of course, like I said, they're out there going, these guys are full of shit.
Right.
You know, like, they could see right through the radio. They're blaming it on other shit. It's like Biden. We're a collective Biden, okay? Just blame everything on the right, the conservatives, and especially Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Okay? Donald Trump was responsible for what just happened. You see? So that's what we can blame it on. We can be like Biden and do that. But no, this problem is solved, and hopefully it won't be an issue any longer, because I do know what to do now. I even told you that before the show. I said, watch it happen.
Yeah.
But I didn't expect it to happen with you either, but I was prepared for it. But what screwed it up for us there is it happened to you.
Yeah.
So, you know, usually what I do is I tell you, I say, if it happens to me, you bring us in.
Yeah.
And as luck would have it, her microphone goes out too. So I was scrambling to find hers, so she could at least get on the air and say that we're here. And then I had to scramble to find mine to come in as well. So, all that said, what we needed to do has been achieved. We no longer have to speak about the mics. Jennifer?
And we should be having this problem, you know. I mean, come on, it's 2022. Seriously, I mean, all this technology stuff and these glitches and everything should be all taken care of, you would think.
Well, you would think. I mean, Was this? I mean, where if I take the part out, perhaps, or the wiring, or this and that, or looking, it's going to say "Made in China."
Yeah, right.
I mean, this was obviously some sort of tactic. This was borderline starting war.
Yeah, cyber attack.
It was okay. There you go. So if anybody asks you what happened to NTR last night. They were supposed to be on at a specific time and all this and that, and they were supposed to start talking. We were cyber attacked.
Yep.
There you go.
I would say so.
I'm going to go with that. Night Talks Radio, NTR Daily, attacked cyberly.
Yes.
By China.
But
China.
Daniel, before we go any further, let's
Jennifer.
go ahead and tell the listeners what happened to our show last night.
Okay, last night or today?
Last night, Saturday night, we were supposed to have a show, and we're supposed to have one tonight too. So let's go ahead and explain to them what has happened.
Well, you how about this? We'll split it up. You go ahead and talk about Saturday night's show.
Okay.
I will talk about tonight's show.
Okay.
Okay, and keep in mind, folks, this is NTR Live. We're talking about the broadcasts that we do on Saturdays and Sundays at 9 p.m. Central Time. We're not talking about NTR Daily.
No.
Okay, so just keep that in mind.
But
so
we are
go ahead.
talking about the astronomical insights from yesterday. Yesterday afternoon, astronomical insights was supposed to air, but due to Spreaker, our platform, having maintenance, repair, or maintenance issues.
Yeah, it's some sort of maintenance. I've never seen that before.
Right.
But it's I don't know if others were affected by this. I would assume that others may have saw this.
Right.
I don't know, but it wouldn't allow for any real recording.
No.
You could do the fake recording, but not the real.
Right. So, I mean, it said that it wasn't going to be available until 10 o'clock Central Standard Time. So that put us way back on our
9:45.
show to begin with, anyway.
It said 9:45.
The guest that we had coming on last night had another arrangement early this morning, so it got too late for her, so we just had to go ahead and reschedule.
Yeah, so we rescheduled that one. And yeah, that was strictly because we were delayed by outside sources on that one. So, we don't want to keep guests, waiting around until 1 in the morning or something. It's one thing if it's our fault, but this was not, and there was just virtually no time to do what I needed to do to be able to make that show happen. So, I mean, that's just the bottom line. And now, today, being Sunday night, of course, going into Monday morning, we're going to have the third and final show with, can you say it? Can you say it?
Joe Chase.
Joe Chase. And by now, everybody knows who Joe Chase is, okay? He was supposed to be back on this evening. Well, I've stated it before. Joe has stated it. I believe that there are no coincidences, okay? I think what happened with Joe is a process that started sometime yesterday. Okay? And it grew and grew, and it got to the point that we'll just say Joe was not 100% today.
Yep.
Okay? Which is understandable. This happens to guests. Sometimes you have to move scheduled show times and things like that. So it's not surprising, especially with us.
No, but it kind of worked out great.
Right. Here's the thing. So I wanted Joe's tale, his story, his finale, okay? Mm-hmm. I wanted it on, and again, I said this before, Saturday and Sunday nights. Saturday is really the biggest night as far as the show goes.
Right.
Okay? It's like prime time, okay?
Yep.
If this were television. Sunday, great, okay, for shows. But Saturday is just a scotch better, okay? A smidge better. A smite. But, so, I had asked Joe, I said, Joe, I want this finale to be on Saturday's broadcast.
Yep.
Okay? And... if we could do that, I think that would be much better. Okay, I really want to promote this big time. There's multiple other things that I want to do. People that I want to speak to before Saturday, as a matter of fact, because our listenership could actually greatly improve as well.
Yep.
And I want Joe's story to be heard by as many people as humanly possible.
Yes.
Okay? Especially being the finale,
Yep.
part 3.
Yep.
Okay? So he had wrote back, he gives me a thumbs up. When I get that thumbs up on Messenger, that means I am agreeing with you.
Yep.
so
go.
I got that thumbs up. So right away I knew Joe was down. He was down with his homies over here at NTR, and so the move was officially made. So then, of course, we wanted to, at least come on. Get on the air somehow, and we decided via NTR Daily.
Yep, and we wanted to explain what was going on the last 2 days.
And kind of exactly what Jennifer just said. We kind of wanted to explain in detail, vocal detail, not just writing it down on NTR Facebook or Twitter Facebook.
No, it's more personal.
Or Twitter Facebook, I'm sorry, Twitter Night Talks. But... So yeah, that is what happened. So the thing that I'm trying to get is Joe wasn't in the shape that he wanted to be to do the show anyway.
Yeah, he wasn't in the.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
So there was a possibility, now that I know Joe so well, I know probably there was a possibility, man, I feel like shit, and I really don't feel like talking.
Yep.
Perhaps. But didn't want to say that.
No.
Okay, you know what I mean? It's something along those lines. But here I come, and I say what I said, and it was perfect.
Yep.
So it goes back to the whole, there are no coincidences. I don't think Joe is supposed to be on tonight.
No.
He's supposed to be on Saturday prime time with these possible extra listeners by then.
Yeah.
On top of the ones that we already have. So people can truly hear his story's finale. Okay?
Yep.
So no coincidences. None.
No.
Jennifer, what do you have to kick off this NTR Daily then? Now that we have explained ourselves, which basically is rounded down to we were cyber attacked by China.
Yeah, right. So tonight we're going to cover a whole bunch of material, news as well, along with astronomical insights.
Oh, yeah.
And the Real Chronicles of Jennifer, which I will explain to you before I get into the Real Chronicles what that is about.
Because that's going to be episode 1 again, right?
Of the Real Chronicles of Jennifer, yes.
Finally. So
Yes.
episode 1. So you're going to have to explain that, because we did have promos that we were going to put out, but then things changed. There was some magical phone calls involved and this and that and blah, 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 and things just changed, so we didn't release the promo.
No.
Okay. At that moment, it just wasn't the direction that we wanted to go in. But nobody out there knows what this segment is.
No.
So
No.
you're going to have to explain a little bit when we do get near the end of the show, before you do that, what that is all about.
Yep. That's
The Real
correct.
Chronicles of Jennifer.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Which actually have a email devoted oh my gosh, I just spit everywhere. Did you see that?
No.
It was like a semi bubble was starting to form when I was talking, and it got bigger and bigger.
You need to just take another drink.
And well, that's
you'll
what
be
I
okay.
did. That's what I did. I took a drink, and there was like this semi half bubble, which I thought, we're on radio, so people won't see. It'll just pop and leak down my mouth.
No.
Kind of like if you're passed out really good,
Yeah.
and you leak on your pillow.
Yeah.
But instead, it blew up
Yeah.
like an atomic bomb and just covered our equipment in brewer spittle.
A spittle.
So while Jennifer talks, I'm gonna clean up my mouth hole, and maybe just kind of do a sanitizer dusting, because God forbid we don't want to get monkeypox.
Yeah, right.
We don't want to get the 18th version of COVID.
COVID, right?
Okay, and so we need to be safe. I'll
Yeah.
also go grab us 3 pairs of goggles each.
Yep.
Okay.
Don't forget the apron.
The apron, yes. Gloves,
Gloves. Gotta have gloves.
ear protection,
Yep.
Okay.
Gotta have the mask.
and yes, around
The cloth
about.
mask. The cloth mask.
No.
The best.
We're gonna go out. You know what? We'll get the cloth. We'll put that underneath, and then we'll get like 10 N95s to put over that.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And then I'm sure I can call up my boy, my PCP, Dr. Joe Kahn, Safford Medical. He could toss me a hazmat suit
Yes.
for
But
both
you-
of us.
You
okay.
know, before you need to do that, and stuff. Since you did change your voice, Daniel, you need to do it one more time. You need to do.
I need to do what?
You need to do Stitch.
Stitch. Didn't we already do this?
Yes, you got to do it again though. And every time you change your
What?
voice, come on now.
Okay, so what could this be for? Okay, so all Americans, okay, Hawaiian or not.
Yes, this goes out to all Americans.
maybe worldwide.
Well, everyone. It goes out to everyone.
There you
actually.
go.
Yeah.
There you go.
It doesn't matter if you're Hawaiian or not.
so-
Just goes out to everyone.
Okay. Awana Loans Family. Okay, so Stitch from the movie is telling you we are all family.
Yes, we are. We are all
Okay.
family here at Night Talks Radio, NTR. We're all together.
Awana means family.
Yep.
Okay?
Exactly.
So, Awana. Okay? Shout out to Hawaii, by the way.
Yes.
Just a
yes.
big shout out. I would go to Hawaii, except I fucking hate airplanes. And
Yeah.
boats, so it's like, shit. And then bridges I hate as well, so I couldn't even go there on a bridge. Unless we create teleportation.
Well, that, or we can maybe cloak ourselves, or...
No.
we
Cloaking would do nothing. Cloaking would just make it harder if I did survive for any rescue effort to be made on me, because I'd be fucking cloaked.
Oh, well, okay. But what
So-
what about wearing a cape? Maybe you can fly like Superman,
I mean, if I had that ability.
Like,
Like, if I knew 110% if I had that ability, and, like, like a malfunction
Right.
wouldn't happen, like for sure,
Yeah.
I would be able to do that. Like I'd be able to fly anywhere.
Yeah.
But like
see,
I would have to know.
See, anything is possible
fucking
because
fact.
the Democrats think that we're not in inflation, remember? What did they say that they think we are in?
Well,
What did they call it?
this is the economy at least is the best that they've seen in a very long time. This is just kind of a period where we're doing a slight rebound sort of deal, and the economy's going to be wonderful. Just give it a little bit of time, guys.
Yeah,
You're getting fucking excited for nothing.
Right, which is one thing I'm going to talk about tonight is I'm going to talk about this insane bill that they are going to be passing here. It just passed
Like
the
what? Like
Senate. It's going to the House on Friday.
like
so,
what bill?
yeah.
What bill do they try to pass that's not incredibly insane?
Right.
That's the question. But no, yeah. So
But as I'm
big
saying,
shout out to Hawaii, but not going there ever.
yeah. But as I'm saying, if the Democrats think that this is possible, that we're just, not doing so good right now and stuff, and we have the most jobs ever, and everything
jobs
like
are
that,
just
then I think it's
massive
possible.
growth.
It is possible for you to learn how to fly with a cape there, Daniel. So give it a try. Start flying out the window first, okay?
I will. Okay, yeah. I'll do like a Democratic move, a progressive move, and I'll get a cape of good quality.
Yes, good quality. Strong.
Made
in China.
Well, not only that, but made in China with American taxpayer money.
Oh, yes.
Okay,
yes.
the cloak.
The best one, yes.
And I will get on top of our residence, and I will jump off and fly.
Yes, yes. Hey, it can be done. I tried it when I was little. I jumped out my bedroom window with a...
If you fucking tell me you flew,
no, but
you're
I
off
jumped,
the show.
I jumped out the window, with a pillowcase, thinking I could fly,
How badly did you hurt yourself?
Well, let's just say I dislocated my knee.
Ooh, that's it? That was the only damage, though?
Well, that was the only damage because it wasn't a very big, it was like a trailer house, and
Oh,
stuff.
okay,
So it wasn't very high.
It wasn't. I've been drunk and jumped higher and didn't get no injuries. So
you're young and dumb as a kid.
Yeah,
You want to
you
experiment.
certainly got that right.
I also surfed down the basement steps with sitting on a pillow. So,
Ooh, that just being young, you just at that point you don't understand the dynamics.
No. I think I hit my head too much when I was younger.
Because it kind of similar. It's similar to looking as if it's a slide.
Yeah.
A staircase doesn't mean whatsoever that a fluffy pillow is going to slide down what you think is a slide.
No.
Probably what's going to happen is like the first one, or you might get past the first step, and then the second step,
you're going to feel it.
Your life flashes before your eyes.
Oh, yes.
And the next thing you know, you're all the way down the stairs with your mother, like in my case, like, Daniel, what the fuck have you done? That type of, we can't afford to take you to the doctor anymore. I get up and I look like I have a horn on my head because of the concussion I've received multiple times.
No, that was when I was actually when I was actually wrestling with my brother on our big, huge mattress. We had a spare mattress downstairs in the basement, and I was wrestling with my brother, and I get him in the sleeper hold all the time. I was not very nice, and stuff like that.
So you dominated your brother in that aspect?
I did, but then I charged at him, and I kind of like pushed him into the wall too
Take
hard
him down?
and stuff like that. That I kind of
Did you have to use your taser?
No, but I knocked him out pretty good.
Knocked him out pretty good.
I got in trouble for that one.
Oh man, yeah. Lucky he wasn't black. I'll tell you that right now.
Anyway, all right. Enough about our stupid childhood things that we've done.
Hey, my childhood wasn't stupid.
Well, no,
it was incredibly insane,
yeah, well,
but stupid.
yeah. Well, you know,
I mean-
I think the one not so smart thing that I did was I wanted to ride on the riding lawnmower with our neighbor. And all
Ooh,
the
this
other-
one
all
actually
the
isn't even
other-
funny.
All the other kids.
This bothers me
all the
to
other
think about
kids
this.
were on the riding lawnmower as well, and there was only one spot left, and that was on the hood. Now, the neighbor, who was a retired worker from the railroad, coincidence.
Really?
But anyway, he shut off the
The
blade.
railroad.
But what happened is there was a malfunction in
A malfunction?
a malfunction.
A malfunction?
Malfunction.
Okay, folks, that's what happened.
A malfunction. Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Yes.
Malfunction, because I had no fucking clue what you're talking about. Go ahead.
Back then, I called it a malfunction.
Back then, what was the 80s? Back then, that's
Hey,
what it was called. I totally forgot.
I was 6
You know what? It's
I was
the
6
man.
years old, and that's how I said it.
It's
you know?
the Mandela effect.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Hello, people.
Anyways, the malfunction caused the blade to come back on as the rock hit, or as it hit the rock. And I fell off, and my arm went under. I'll tell you, 150 stitches inside, 150 stitches out. I was very, very lucky to not lose my arm.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes. Like, why? Why? You know, I had an incident with a lawnmower myself. It was a riding lawnmower. Back when I was growing up in southeastern Michigan.
See, we're made for each other.
I mean, yeah, like 1,000 ways. But back, giving a shout out to Newport, Michigan.
Okay. Hi, Newport.
If you're listening from Newport, Michigan, you gotta fucking call the show. All right, Andy Hodge.
Oh boy.
If you're out there and listening, you need to call in too. I have no idea. He used to be my bestest friend ever.
Andy Hodge. Now, is that the one who was the tornado chaser?
He's a storm chaser.
We got to get him on the show, man.
We
got to find out what possesses these guys to go out and chase
Andy
tornadoes.
Hodge, I could tell you this right now. Whatever he does, okay, like I said, I haven't talked to him in a while, but I guarantee he hasn't changed very much.
Well, probably not.
When that dude is into something, like we were into like Rambo and like BMXing back in the day.
Yeah.
You know, it was you assimilated that, man. Like you were a top BMXer. Or you were Rambo, man. You had you know, back when you could have the fake AKs, you know,
Yeah.
and not you know, go to prison for 45 years and shit, because to the average normal person, wow, it's just a kid's toy. Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, so we really got into it, but Andy. He really got into it. So I'm going to tell you what, if he is a storm chaser, and I know he's been for several years now, that motherfucker is going to find you a tornado. I'm telling you that right now.
He has no fear.
Not necessarily that. It's just his dedication to whatever he's doing is like miles above anybody else's dedication to what they're doing. Wow. I don't care who you are. Like, I'll call that right now.
Right.
So his dedication is just massive. So, like I said, if that son of a bitch smells that, say, like the wind is about to turn or something.
Oh, yeah?
Okay, or just a hint of, like, you know, rain, how you can smell rain.
Yeah.
That dude knows exactly where a tornado is going to form in like 27 minutes.
Wow.
Like, he is so intelligent when it comes to that stuff.
Well, we have to get him on the show.
I want to get him on the show.
Yes.
Because we've had crazy tornadoes around here.
Andy Hodge, if you're listening, please call into the show. We would love to book you as soon as possible.
Andy Hodge. But hey, Newport, I love you. It was actually Point-a-Pew Farms.
Okay,
Let's
so
say that again. Point-a-Pew Farms.
So what happened on this riding lawnmower?
Oh, yeah. So this was in Point Depew Farms. Just riding my bike, nice sunny day. I think it was a Saturday. Dude was cutting his grass. Not thinking nothing of it. I was thinking about heading back home to play me some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the NES.
Yes.
Okay. And when he went by me on the riding lawnmower, it felt like a rock got kicked out, right?
Oh, no.
And it felt like it hit me
Ow.
right underneath my armpit.
Ooh, ouch.
Okay. And, it stung, it hurt. I was like, ouch,
Right.
like I'm in my head, I'm like, motherfucker, And so, I keep going, I'm pedaling, whatever, it's a rock, it'll start to, go away. But it started getting worse, like to the point you were like, what the fuck? You got off your bike, you stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to take my shirt off now? I fucking realized that the dude didn't hit me with any sort of rock or debris. A fucking bumblebee got into my shirt and fucking was trapped in my shirt and was repeatedly fucking me over.
Oh, is that
in
when
my
you found out
armpit.
you were allergic?
And it may have been around that time. I don't think bumblebees have that effect on me, but I don't know at this point. But I was super young. But all I know is that it hurt.
Yeah.
And finally, that fucker flew out. And when I looked at my armpit, it was so swollen.
Right.
I mean, it was giant, man. Like an extra like mini rib cage on the side of me. It was just, I couldn't believe it. So like this day, even in fucking cars, if somebody's cutting their grass with a riding lawnmower, man, I will fucking go on the opposite side of the street into traffic to get away from that fucking thing, so it don't shoot, goddamn killer
something.
wasps or something at me.
The killer bee.
Killer bee or whatever. So anyway, there's that story. Go right ahead.
All right. Well, we appreciate you guys listening to our wonderful childhood memories that we did. Some of the foolish things that we did.
Some of them wonderful, others not.
Yeah, right? Anyway, I just wanted to say, I wanted to give a shout out to Joseph and Aisley Chapet. They got married yesterday.
Oh, the married couple.
Yes, the married couple. They got married yesterday afternoon at St. Peter's in Gentley. The couple has been together for 6 years, and they are both 22 years old. Aisley is originally from Lakeville, Minnesota, over by the cities, and Joseph is originally from Red Lake Falls. The parents of Joseph are the late Mark Chapet and Laura Chapet, and Aisley's parents are Ginger and Thomas Meter.
That is awesome. How did you? So tell me the situation real quick. How did you even come about this? How did it come to be on Night Talks Radio?
Okay, well, here's the thing is, you know that we live right across from the Legion, and we go and we take our baby girl out for walks quite a bit. So we were going to give her a walk right before the show. So what happened is Daniel stayed in here to get ready for the show as much as he could, and I went outside with her. We were walking outside down the steps, and she saw this girl in this beautiful dress across the street, and she was like, "Oh, that's a beautiful dress." And I said, "Oh, you think so?" I said, "You want to go see it up close, And she goes, yeah, let's go see it. So we walked across the street, and I asked her, I said, "Excuse me," I said, "my daughter would love to see your dress. Is that okay?" And she goes, "Oh, yes, I would love to show her my dress." And she spun around in her dress like a very beautiful princess. I mean, she was a gorgeous bride. And she even took a picture with my daughter. And Mackenzie was even invited into dance with her and everyone else. So we went in there for a little while, and that's when I got the idea, here in Red Lake Falls, everyone, all the locals are very, very friendly.
Super friendly.
Yes. And we support a lot of people in Red Lake Falls. We support the local businesses and events and even anything else that comes up, like any special occasions. For instance, the wedding. So what I wanted to do to thank them is I wanted to give a shout out to, once again, Joseph and Aisley Chappé for helping my little girl have a wonderful night, because she absolutely loves to dance, and meeting a lot of interesting people. And so their story, was amazing too. They were very, very friendly, both of them.
Yeah, you told me that story because unfortunately I couldn't go. There were some things that I was doing for that particular walk, but they're always having special events over there and things like that. Like,
yes.
It's the hip place to be in town apparently right now.
But it was really neat, like I said, because I got to get pictures of their first dance and everything. I got to get pictures of the couple together. Mackenzie got a picture with her, and I took some pictures of one of the wedding cake and one of their signs that they had made as well. So.
Just like so you and our just gorgeous daughter, you wedding crashed.
Well, I don't know if I wedding crashed because I was invited. She
you were
offered,
invited then.
She
All
offered us in for some cake,
I see.
some food, and for some dancing.
You weren't faking like you were a wedding singer or anything like that?
No. I don't know if I would even be able to stay in there as long as I did if I had faked that I was a wedding singer. They'd probably kick me out right away.
You know what? Speaking of events that you would do at a wedding...
I could sing right now if everybody wants to hear me sing. I've got a beautiful voice.
Well, if you're going to do that, everybody move anything that is made of glass away from your listening device. Okay?
Oh, come on.
What the hell are you going to sing?
I don't know. Maybe Angels Among Us?
Okay. All right, folks. Jennifer Gregerson for the first time. Angels Among Us. This is where you see NTR drop off the map.
All right. I was walking home from school on a cold winter day.
Is this a part of the song?
Yes.
This is a part of the song.
Yes.
Are you singing that, or
yeah,
is it
I saw a strange old man who led his way. It was getting cold, and I was scared and alone. And then a kind old man took my hand and led me home.
I gotta put a pause real quick. Okay, to me, this is not singing. This is like you're in a 1990s like poetry bar in like downtown Seattle. You know what I mean? You got a cigarette in one hand.
This is part of the song. Seriously.
Okay, all right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Mama couldn't see him, but he was standing there. And I knew in my heart he was the answer to my prayer. Oh, I believe there are angels among us, sent down to us from somewhere up above. They come to you and me in our darkest hours to show us how to live and teach us how to give and guide us with the light of love.
Okay, you know what? I'll give you a hand for that. You had a lot of balls.
I love that
to do
song.
That live.
I love that song. Hey, if anyone wants to book me, and stuff like that, give me a call.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sure the phone's going to be blown up. But
oh, come on. It wasn't so bad. Come on, Daniel. You can sing, too.
I can't
Daniel,
sing.
yes, you can. Sing your one song.
Number one, I am not drunk as a skunk. Number two, I'm not like 24 years old.
Oh, come on.
I can't. I don't sing. Can you hear my voice now?
Well,
just from being on the radio doing what we're doing now?
He sings
my
beautiful.
voice is all cracked up.
Oh, he used to sing to me all the time.
What did
Oh,
God must
wait.
have spent? You know.
Oh,
probably,
don't listen to him. Come on.
Yeah.
Do it.
I
See if
can't.
you
I
can
don't
do it.
even. Honestly, I don't even remember.
Okay.
The
God
actual.
must have spent.
I mean,
Just
no.
God must have spent. Come on. Here you go.
This is so stupid.
Daniel Brewer, everyone.
God must have spent a little more time on you. I'm done.
Woo!
That's horrible.
Very
That's
good,
horrible. I
very
haven't done that in
good.
like 20
Awesome,
years.
awesome.
I only
love
did it because
I love it.
looked in your eyes and you're gonna fucking force me to do it. So move on. Let's actually do what we're meant to do. News updates, all kinds of stuff.
Yes, we should do what we're meant
God,
to do.
we just lost syndication.
We did lose syndication.
Huntsville's like,
No,
what the fuck?
No,
Maine,
no.
bye-bye.
I think we're doing good. Doing good. Okay, first of all right, here we go. The Perseids meteor shower is here.
Perseids.
Yes. Even though this celestial shower has been going on for almost a month, because it did start back in July, right?
I believe so, like towards the end of July. That's correct. Yeah.
Correct. Well, they will peak next week, delivering 50 to 100 shooting stars per hour. Most of North American will normally see 50 to 60
Most of
per
North
hour.
American?
Most of North America, excuse me.
Okay, good.
Would normally see 50 to
Fired.
60 per hour, but this year, because of the full moon, it will reduce to only 10 to 20 per hour at best, according to NASA.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
I love meteor showers. I want to take little Kinsey out to check that type of stuff out one of these days, like I used to do. I'd lay a blanket down, and we had a spot to go to just outside Ann Arbor, Michigan. And even though I was in horrible territory, I don't have to say to you
No.
what I mean by horrible territory.
No, not at all.
Mason blue. I mean, I just. Bleh.
Yeah.
But I would put a blanket down. I mean, this was the middle of nowhere, and you could see everything.
Right.
Everything. So I want her to be able to enjoy that before, either the plague destroys us all, or nuclear weapons, or whatever. So yeah.
I want her to be able to get to Michigan and actually hug Grandma Brewer. It's not the same over the phone.
Oh my
Our
God,
little
I
girl
can't
is
wait
4
to
years
get her
old.
out
She
there.
has never ever physically
Or
met
get
Grandma
her
Brewer.
grandmother out here, which would be my mom.
Yes.
I call him. I call her grandma now. Yeah, like,
Yes.
it just comes out like, hey, grandma. It's like,
Yep.
wait a second, you're my mom.
Right.
But I really want to get her out here. I mean, that's a percentage of why we're doing this. There's multiple reasons and why we're doing what we're doing.
Right.
Okay, but that is most definitely one of them, is getting her out here,
Right.
so that we can make sure that everything's copacetic,
Yes.
and that she can be around her extremely loving granddaughter, who I know that she loves beyond words. And now that Mackenzie's older, she understands that, she knows who she is, and she loves Gamma Boer.
Grandma Brewer. And she can even pick her out on a map where she lives.
She knows, yeah, exactly. She knows where she lives,
Yep.
the location. She can actually pick multiple locations on a map now.
Yes.
Is something that's always baffled me is that, like, people, for instance, can't, like, pinpoint where, let's just pick something simple, like where Poland is, which we'll be talking about later. Can't pinpoint Poland on a map. She's already pinpointing where, like, Israel is at and things like that. So she's super smart.
Yes.
I mean, it blows me away every single day. And, of course, all you dads and fathers out there, you totally know what I mean. This is something that in no way, shape, or form am I putting mothers down. I'm just saying it's a feeling that a female could never get. The feeling that you get, the proud feeling of your baby girl. You know what I mean? It's just so. It makes. I mean, like I want to cry right now.
Yeah.
It's so amazing. Like I will defend her with my life. As a matter of fact, I mean it's something special, and I'm so glad. I'm so glad that
you're able to experience it.
Yeah.
Experience it. Yeah.
I mean, I really am. So, all right.
Yeah, she's very extremely smart. I mean, she knows like all her planets except for maybe 2.
It's not even that. I think she knows them all now.
Oh,
She even debates about Pluto.
Well,
like,
she'll
well,
even
Dad,
look up and-
Pluto's a planet. And I said, no, that's not a planet.
Yeah.
Well, that's stupid. You know, like that, and, you know. So it's like, wow.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
And she'll even look up into the sky and say, "Hey, I think that's Jupiter."
She can literally pick out, in the nighttime sky, what is what.
I'm telling you, 4 years old. Wow, she's going to be the next Albert
Oh,
Einstein.
wait. And then she can even pick out satellites.
Yes.
Moving in the
satellites
sky.
Moving
Normal
in the
people
sky.
will be like, "Oh my God, that's a freaking UFO," but she's immediately to point out that that's probably a Starlink, or it's probably something else. Remember, she followed the International Space Station, which was being followed.
Oh yeah, her eyes
by
just
that
lit
Russian
up on that.
satellite.
Yeah.
And she totally said it how I said it.
Yep.
Dad, the International Space Station, it is being followed by another satellite. I said, are you shitting me? So I looked,
Yep.
I don't know all the aspects of the International Space Station and what goes on around it, but sure as shit, man, there was a Russian satellite following in the same path behind it. I would say like a quarter of a mile.
Right.
And she picked this out and was watching it, and she had that look on her face,
serious.
It was like, what the fuck is the Ruskies up to here? So it just blows my mind every day.
Oh yes.
Every day.
Yeah, she's extremely smart, learning every day. Anyway, before we go to break here in a little while, it's already been
break.
Wow, it's
break
been close to
is
break already. We haven't even hardly
break
gotten
is
into anything.
7 minutes and 7 minutes and 20 seconds. Oh wait, no, 10 seconds. There
Right, but I mean, we've only gotten into one news story here, so come on, we got to keep going here.
Well, these are 3 hours now, apparently.
Right, but we do want to hear the horoscopes and everything tonight. So,
would you fucking do it?
So, this weekend, United States gets its first winter storm warning of the season.
Ooh.
Now, most of the United States is having heavy rain, scorching heat, and even tornadoes. But Fairbanks, Alaska is expected to get about a foot of snow this
up there in
weekend.
crazy Fairbanks.
That's just crazy.
Fairbanks, Alaska. I mean, like I told you, I said it's Alaska. Yeah, sure, it's early.
Way early.
I mean, it's not. I'm not like, oh my gosh. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like that major to me. I mean, you're going to see more and more of this as time progresses. And, of course, not in days or weeks or months or years even. I mean, this is a long period of time. We'll be well gone. But this will happen more and more in the summer because Earth is in a natural, I repeat that, natural, Democrats, progressives, libs, okay, it is a natural thing that happens to the Earth. We are entering a warming cycle.
Yes.
Okay, so we have a scotch. Just a scotch to be blamed for any type of assistance with that.
Right.
The Earth is living. I think I said this before, but it can literally just flick us off like a flea if
Yeah.
it wanted to.
Yeah.
Okay?
Exactly.
It has the ability to fully sanitize and clean itself.
Yeah.
Okay? So,
As long as it flicks you off first, I'll be okay.
if it flicks me off, then you deserve a fucking asteroid. You understand? Don't fuck with me.
I'm just kidding. I love you. I don't know what I would do without you. I seriously
I
don't.
know. Well, of course. I love you to death. We're getting married next year.
Yes.
And I was going to say, see, now you remind me of something else because
What?
we moved on to a different topic.
Oh.
We were talking about weddings
Yes.
and how much fun we're going to have at our unique wedding. I'm not going to say nothing about how unique it's going to be
No.
because you know way more about that stuff than I do. So I know you really like talking about that stuff. I'm not saying tonight, but whenever you do, I know you have fun with that. But my idea for whatever they were doing, what is that? So like an after party? What was that?
They were doing a
like
dance.
Okay, so like we could bring in, because at that point it would be Just Dance 2023.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Okay, and God knows about what happens with Just Dance 2022 special edition here
Right,
in
right.
our home.
Bring in a big movie projector type screen or something and do it off the screen.
Yeah, just massive.
that would
With
be
the
fun.
with the
That would be
speakers
fun.
already there. Yeah, remember? I mean, it was like midwinter. I thought I was gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was gonna die doing those moves. Like, oh my gosh! But tell me that wouldn't be fun.
That would be fun.
That would be
you know.
super fun.
That would be fun. Yes, definitely. But we do
Okay.
have some other
All
things
right, I'm
planned
done.
Too, so we'll keep that in the back burner.
Okay.
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 Anyway, a sculpture of Vladimir Putin appears in a playground. I mean, come on, in a playground.
Where?
In New York City's Central
there you go.
Park. Yes, yes.
That's all you had to say.
The statue appeared last week.
Fully red, is it
Yes,
not? It's just
bright
like
red sculpture. Yes.
Okay.
It was made by French artist James
the French.
Colomian.
The French on our side.
Colombia.
Huh?
And according to Colombia, the figure aims at denouncing war and highlighting children's courage when faced with violent
Good God.
catastrophe situations triggered by others.
Yeah, that's. I'm sure that's exactly what every child thinks
Well, you
when
know,
they see that right away.
You know, it's no different than,
no,
in
the-
April he made another
We'd be nice to
statue.
Russia. We need their the pipeline so we don't all freeze to death in the winter.
Right, exactly. So in April, he made another statue, and
God.
it was a statue of a child soldier carrying a rifle that turned into a rose. And this
Well, how about
is
that?
located in France.
Because God knows that, when there's wars and violence and things like that, all weapons magically change into a flower.
Yes, they do.
And there's no death.
No.
So he was spot on with that one.
Yes, he was doing a good job. Good job there.
Because I know they don't kill.
Yeah.
Because, guns and weapons and AKs and all that stuff, they, it wouldn't have anything to do with a human anyway.
Right.
It's their choice. It's the weapon's choice.
Let's give a shout out. Good job, Colombia. Good job.
Good job, French person who most likely has ties to Russian people in high places in the government, and said you must praise the Putin, so we do get our natural gas and not freeze our small wieners off in winter time.
Yes. Okay, so here comes another one here. Oh my gosh, we're almost to break. Let's finish the story here. real
It's
quick.
okay.
All
It's
right.
okay. It's not like the world is going to explode when we hit that mark.
Okay, well, anyways. So the U.S. Senate brings to vote an Advanced Inflation Reduction Act bill, okay, to the Senate. The first
Who
vote...
was the deciding vote?
Yeah, the first vote was 51-50. The tiebreaker, guess who? Malia Harris.
I mean, could you... you mixed good and evil there.
Miss Harris.
Melania Harris?
Kamalia Harris.
Okay,
right?
we'll give you that. There you go. Okay. Otherwise known as the socialist bitch.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
So, of course, she has the final say if there's a tiebreaker needed for the left.
Right, and she did it with
And
the
she utilized
second
it.
one that they just did overnight, Saturday, into this morning. She broke the tiebreaker again. So, of course, it has passed the Senate and is now going to the House on Friday.
Which, of course, that's going to be a clear-cut deal there. So before we do go to break,
senators say about
that's what I want. Yeah,
yes.
but read what there's two particular senators. Well, actually three.
Yes. There's
read their quotes.
Okay, here are the quotes.
And who they were, and then we'll go to break.
Senator Kevin Cramer, Republican of North Dakota. The United States is experiencing a major recession, and instead of taking active steps to fix the economic crisis, the Biden administration and the Democrats are doubling down on the dump policies administration.
Dumb. Did you say dump?
On the dumb.
Dumb. Okay.
Dump. Dumb. Now you
I love fucking. I love it.
On the dumb policies administration and the Democrats have created the mess in the first place. Yes. So here's the second one. Here we go.
One of my favorites.
Senator Ted Cruz, Republican of Texas.
What? Because I'm cruising with Cruz. So what do you have to say?
The Schumer Manchin bill will drive up inflation and oh my gosh.
You screwed it up.
Oh my gosh.
Fired.
Well, it's got a whiteout here, so I gotta.
You don't know this perfectly in your brain.
Anyways, it'll be greater than we are now. Hammer small businesses and American manufacturing. Drastically increase of price of gas and literally sink the IRS on Americans.
No. See, that's right. Yeah. Sick. He said sick like I'm going to sick my dog on you.
Oh, sick. Excuse me.
Okay.
Sorry. Jesus. Man, see, this is why we need a printer. So I can just hand print or type everything.
Right, absolutely. I'll get that printer
I write
when
all
I fire
of this stuff up, folks, by hand. And sometimes I can't even read my handwriting.
I bet people wouldn't even have known that if you didn't tell them.
Well,
it doesn't matter anyway. You're fired.
At least they know how much work I put into it. I mean, at least I'm,
Right, fired.
Fired. Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead, keep reading it.
Who are already down to one knee, all while raising taxes on Americans in nearly every single tax bracket, including those who make less than $400,000 a year.
$400,000. Oh my God! Was that the last Ted Cruz?
No, I got another.
Oh, there's another one.
That's the last of Ted Cruz. Yes, that's by Ted Cruz. So,
okay.
So this is.
This one's pretty clear cut.
So, no, actually, this is more on Ted Cruz. Sorry. This bill is just Biden's Build Back Broke by another name.
Build Back Broken, yeah.
Yep. It's a gift to radical environmentalists and to
fire number 8, ladies and gentlemen.
Rich liberal elites. It uses the taxpayer dollars to subsidize electric vehicles while imposing even more, more.
I like how it said that. Yes,
new
even more.
Taxes to raise the price of gas in the middle of out of control inflation and nearly historic recession. So,
wow. I mean,
it's insane.
Teddy, my man.
Yeah. So then, Senator Tom Tillis Republican of North Carolina, says this. And this
is
just
pretty down to the
short
point.
and sweet and down to the point. The bill is outright reckless.
Boom.
It raises taxes on the U.S. It will kill the coal industry, empower the IRS and government to spend much more time finding ways to get middle-class Americans to be stuck in constant financial turmoil.
Fire number 9. Turmoil.
Oh, turmoil. Sorry.
Turmoil.
See,
Troubled
I
times.
can't read my own writing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you got to get...
So,
okay, so there you
anyways.
go, people. Donate a freaking typewriter or something, will you? Or like another laptop. All right, because you can only fire people so many times.
So that was by Shelley Moore, Senator Shelley Moore, and I'm not sure where she is.
I am not quite sure where she's from either. I do believe she's a Republican, obviously, but...
Anyway, we're going to do a break so I can get a little something to drink.
Okay, I think I'll do the same. Yeah, we'll take a small break, and we'll be right back with more incredible NTR Daily stuff. Stay with us, folks.
Want to reach Night Talks Radio? That's easy. Simply dial 1-507-384-9390. Or for first-time callers, just dial 1-507-307-4424. From somewhere in the great upper Midwest, here's Daniel Brewer and Jennifer Gregerson.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to NTR Daily, a special Sunday night edition, a late Sunday night edition. Would you not agree, Jennifer Gregerson?
Yes, I would agree. It is actually not too bad outside tonight.
No, it's actually it's an outstanding night. Like, if it could be like this all the time, like, I would truly be happy.
Yes.
It's not devilishly hot.
No.
Like it was, just a couple weeks ago. I think, didn't we reach like almost 114 degrees on the real field?
Yeah,
I mean, it
so.
was
It
just
was
so
very
like
hot.
the miserable part of it was, I think, the worst. Like, you just hated people.
Humid. Very humid.
Yeah, you wanted just no societal contact. Your mom calling or your best friend. It was just a simple, just not today.
No.
I am not speaking. I'm going to sit right here. I'm going to bitch about stuff. That's pretty much what I did for like a week, I think. But this temperature right now, and are the stars out in the great upper Midwest right now? Take a peek out the window.
Let me check.
Look out the window right now. I want to know if there's stars and stuff like that out there. Is there?
Yes, there is stars.
Look at that. See, what a beautiful Sunday evening.
Yes.
Another
Are out.
Another thing Kinsey girl told me as well, which I did teach her, but it's great that she recalls this and remembers this. I said that our sun is a star.
Yeah.
And at first, like, I blew her mind, like she didn't know how to react. But now she's walking around telling people the sun is a star. So, and she actually knows Sol, so S-O-L,
Yeah.
as well. And, so she tells everybody, you look at that looks in the sky or happens to be around when the video is on, or if you're looking with our, here's another shout out, by the way, with our Celestron.
Yes.
Comet. Is it Comet?
I'm not.
Comet viewer?
Yeah.
Or something like that?
Yeah.
A Celestron Comet viewer?
Binoculars. Yes. Amazing.
Which are quite amazing.
But she dropped them.
They survived the fall slightly.
They're just a little off balance.
Just
little
not off balance. It's not like they're dancing, but
no.
it's just the view. There's something got jiggled about, and I think I can fix it. But anyway, just a magnificent piece of equipment for stargazers and things like that who don't have enough money to buy, a big telescope, because those bad boys, that you can put in your house and look out your window, those are upwards of like $12 to $15 to even $2,000.
Right.
You're not even including taxes with that, but yeah, so she knows how to use those and look and whatnot, and she tells everybody that all those stars have planetary systems around them, just like us.
Yep.
So there we go. All right.
So,
Welcome to hour 2 of NTR Daily.
So, as we were talking here, Daniel, about a beautiful day out, and stuff.
It's a beautiful day.
But we are also talking...
Red Lake Falls, Minnesota.
Yes, but we were
the
also...
great upper Midwest.
We were also talking about how, like, a couple weeks ago, it was, like, scorching hot, right? Okay.
It was. It was...
Go ahead.
It's okay. You made me forget what I was going to say now.
No,
So
I'm so sorry.
you know what? Yeah, you're fired for that as well. Go ahead.
Anyway, okay. So I just wanted to touch base a little bit on the Vegas flooding right now. It's awful. Okay, extreme
The
weather.
Vegas.
Yes, Las Vegas.
You ever been to the Vegas?
Las Vegas is flooding really, really bad. Right now, extreme weather has been hitting Vegas in the last couple of months, leaving casinos, the underground strip, and many homes and businesses left behind with flooded water all over the place, mud, and debris.
No, I mean, that's really not cool. I have a couple cousins that live out there and family members.
I do too.
So
here's the thing: is that Death Valley National Park, which is one of the hottest and driest places on Earth.
I wonder if that's why they call it Death Valley.
I don't know. But it had a near record.
Somebody look that up.
Near record rainfall last Thursday night.
Okay.
As the thunderstorm slid through the area, pouring rain for hours.
Slid. It slid right into the area.
Slid right through.
And released its storm upon people.
Hey, I thought that was pretty smooth. To put
I'm sorry.
Slid in there, okay?
Yeah, it did. It's
I mean, you hear storms
it's
being dropped all the
Death
time
Valley
and
turn
everything,
around right now.
So come on now,
I'm
slid,
gonna
okay?
slide this,
slide right through.
This T-storm right in your general.
No, I mean seriously. Sorry to all. The
no, honestly,
residents
that
of
is bad.
Death Valley out there.
Super bad.
I
don't like hearing stuff like that.
Prayers and condolences to anyone who has lost anything in this horrific flood. So, according to the National Weather Service in Las Vegas.
The National Weather Service.
Yes.
Okay.
Rainfall totaling 1.46 inches was recorded at Furnace Creek Visitors Center last Friday. Okay.
Like this last Friday?
Last Friday, yep.
Okay.
Passing the record in 1936, but falling short of the heaviest of 1.47 inches in 1988. But on average, altogether, Death Valley gets about 1.96 inches per year, and it's been doing this since 1911. But so far, just because of Friday's downfall, basically, or Thursday night storm, early Friday morning storm, it has already dropped 75% of that amount.
Wow.
And that was just a few hours. Just in a few hours, it just poured and poured and poured.
That is, that is absolutely unbelievable.
It's crazy.
I mean, it does. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It's fitting with just about everything else that's going on.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so not a surprise. We have devastating floods in Vegas now.
Right,
Okay.
but see, here's the other thing is Kentucky is already getting hit really bad too.
Oh,
And
Kentucky.
We just had a church.
I love Kentucky.
A Minnesota church group from Rochester, Minnesota, of more than 40 people went out in the aid and help of the people in Kentucky who were flooding. They spent about a week and a half out there. So,
Any word on like?
Well, they're back home safe now and everything like that. But it's a big, huge mess. A lot of places were destroyed and everything. They said it was awful. One of the students, or some of the students, said that they wouldn't change their mind. They wouldn't do anything different about it. They felt very happy and fulfilling, basically, to go out there and help them. They felt like they needed to go out there.
Okay.
So that's that's
yeah.
really good too.
Well, some people get callings. I mean.
Yeah.
There's whether you believe it in it or not. There's something in you that says, "Hey, you got to go do this."
But the minister, teacher, and stuff like that, she said it was just unbelievable what she saw. She said she couldn't even fathom it. It was horrible.
It's pretty bad devastation, huh?
Very bad devastation over in
whereabouts? Do you know whereabouts in Kentucky, or like was it literally?
I thought it was close to Louisville, if I understand correctly. I mean, and here's the thing: is we weren't in Kentucky. It wasn't too long ago. Maybe 5-6 years that we were in Kentucky.
Yeah, roundabouts. That was.
But we were in Florence, Kentucky.
Florence, right on near the border of Cincinnati, home of the Cincinnati Reds. Big shout out to Jay Parr, who lives in Cincinnati. One of my friends from my high school days. Big Reds fan. And I also I tagged him in that picture that you took at the wedding thing.
Yeah.
Because Mackenzie has her
Reds on,
her
yes,
Frasier's
right.
Reds jersey on.
Yep.
And like I thought that would be cool.
Oh,
I bet when
he commented on that. It was really cool.
Yeah, Jay did?
Yes, he did.
Oh, did? I didn't get to see that yet. The first thing I thought of was like, I absolutely have to send this to Jay immediately. But that's when we were out there for the second time, wasn't it? We've been out there twice to Florence.
Yeah,
is that not correct?
We've been there once.
I thought it was twice, but anyhow.
But Florence, yes.
Yeah, a railroad company out there.
That's when you actually asked me to marry you. I mean, you didn't physically get down on one knee with the ring or anything like that because we didn't have that kind of stuff at the time. But
right.
I remember that because that's when we went to partake in some adult beverages, and
partook.
I
slammed.
Anyways, we found a cowboy hat that said bride to be, I believe, on it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You picked it up and you bought it for me, and then you asked me if I would be your bride.
Well, you know that's going to happen next year, obviously.
Oh yes, But you always say that you're
mm-hmm.
still going to be surprising me with the ring and the.
It will be a
proposal,
massive
and
surprise.
It's going to be just totally unexpected.
I still have things on my sleeve, so it's going to be interesting. It was close to Cincinnati, and we were down there because the railroad company were looking for senior certified conductors. I'm not gonna say any names, but it was Sorefolk Northern, and. So, I'm actually thankful that didn't work out.
Yeah, but I'm telling you that we had a big, huge spiritual awakening that time that we were down there, too.
Oh, God.
Actually
this will stray off.
It's strange, okay? So,
minimize this one.
Okay, I will. I'll go as...
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So, anyways, we were stuck in the hotel. We didn't have a whole lot of money. I went over to the gas station with the rest of the change that we had and everything. And I wanted to talk to everyone about anything. That's just how I am. I'm just a real friendly person.
She is a very friendly person, folks.
Well, anyway, so I was talking to the cashier about what was going on with us and that we had to stay one more night because you had to do a second interview, which we didn't know.
Well, because I was so badass, this company.
But anyway, so...
They wanted me to take the test immediately.
Yes. So anyways, we didn't have the means to get back to his mother's nor to get home. So, we reached out to my family members. Of course, they said that, you made your bed, you got a line.
No, what was the one thing? Didn't your dad...
my dad said to go wash some dishes.
Go get a job
something.
washing dishes.
Yeah, and so...
Sure, I'll go do that. We'll be back home in about 7 years. It's not the 1950s. My ex's father... moons ago used to say the same thing, and I'll keep in mind this guy was one of those sort of right place, right time guys.
Yep.
Way back in the day. He's in his 50s, maybe even 60s now. But he got into Ford Motor Company when the getting was good. So he has like 40-some-odd years seniority. And, it's so easy for a person to be like, go get a job.
Yeah.
Go get a job at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Like, okay, that will take everything, This whole pride thing, especially now with the way the economy's going, some of these people that they say, well, why don't you work a job? Everything will be okay. You'll make money. You're an idiot, okay? Because you don't know how the economy works. You don't know what socialism is. You don't know a multitude of things that are happening, recession, amongst so much more. And, so it's easy for somebody who's never really been in a bad situation to say those things, that they think in their head that, oh, man, you just go get that job at McDonald's and everything is going to be okay. I would like to, we would get into skirmishes, verbal skirmishes. And I would instantly shut them up when I told them, well, why don't you just go ahead and just put in your 2 weeks at Ford's, quit, go work at McDonald's, because according to you, that would pay for all that you have, your home, your several car payments, this and that, within a couple of weeks, apparently, according to you. It always ended in, to quote, oh, fuck you.
Yeah. Anyways, let's get back to the story here. He went on a tangent again. Sometimes I just
never
pinch
do that.
him, and stuff like that. But anyway, so back to the story. I was in the store, and this lady heard everything, and her name was Amber. And she offered to pay for my stuff, and she gave us the money that we needed to get back home. But here's the thing is, she took my number, and because I told her, I said, I need your number, you can have my number and everything like that. As soon as we get home, we'll repay you and everything, okay? So, when we got back to the hotel, or the motel, I should say, she said, don't worry about paying me back before we left. She
Motel
said, just
6.
pay it forward, is what she said.
We'll leave the light on for you.
So anyways, we went back to the motel and everything, and we were just talking, and all of a sudden, out of the blue, Daniel's phone starts ringing. We couldn't figure out what was going on here. And here we like, it's one of those flip phones, so he flipped it open, and stuff, and here it's a picture of what's like a picture of an apparition of an angel.
Just a strange.
It
I don't.
like
You
an
know that I don't
angel,
like
really
talking about it because it.
Right. But here's the thing is,
It's
okay.
like super baffling.
So the number that it came from, it says Amber thanks you, Jen, because I was like, I got to thank Amber, and stuff. I got to message her and I got to thank her because that's the kind of person I am, right? Well, anyways, so it comes 5555555 on the phone, and it says Amber thanks you, Jen. Amber knows. I mean, this is just texting back and forth. They're just texting us, and stuff. Whoever this is, we weren't answering back or anything like that because we didn't know what to do or anything. But then all of a sudden, like I said, it came an apparition of an angel, and
this is an angel floating.
This is a couple of times and stuff like that, and we took a picture of it, and we actually have the pictures to this day. It was absolutely
we
crazy.
For sure kept those fucking things.
Yeah, and then
we need to post them.
Not to mention, when we got home, it's like his phone started ringing again because we were talking about whether I should go get my kids or not, because we thought that somebody had been in the house, and was like, snooping around our house and everything. And my parents were basically out to try and get me for child neglect because we had stayed too long at his mother's house because we had
I
to
think
find
you give
funds
them
to
too
get back
much
home.
credit
So,
when you call them parents.
Well, yeah, okay. But anyway, so long story short, basically, we got the another message from Amber with 12121212 number or something like that, and it said that I needed to go get my kids immediately. So, I mean, this was my guardian angel. Amber was my guardian angel, or Daniel's. I mean, it was just an absolutely spiritual awakening. It was just crazy.
It was crazy. I don't even like talking about it because it gives me goosebumps. I mean, it was one of those things like, okay, I've been through other things. Obviously, I have a top 3 of the most scariest shit that I've ever dealt with.
Yeah.
2 have been here.
Yeah.
In the state of Minnesota, 1 in Michigan, and this was for sure. Well, okay, I take that back. 4 because we were in Kentucky. Okay, so
Ohio, actually, we were in Ohio.
Well, Ohio, whatever. So, but I can assure you, it was unexplainable, and I don't know what was happening. I can talk with the best of them. I can debate you. I can go on and on. But folks, I didn't have an answer for this one. I really didn't. So that's how bad it was to me. Jennifer likes talking about it. I really just want to steer clear of that subject. You know what I mean?
Well, I will be talking about it later on because it is part of what has happened to me in my life as
right.
well.
No,
so
understandable.
Not later on tonight.
Another
time. Anyway, so this is part of my ancestry, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to talk about this one. So a Bohemian noble family redefines modern aristocracy, whatever it's called. Anyways, modern artifacts, castles, and stuff like that. He's redefining the castles, basically. Okay, so the noble family in Czech Republic had their castles, and 20,000 cultural artifacts stolen by the Nazis and then by the communists. So he got in him and his family inherited a whole bunch of properties, and one of the properties that he inherited was a castle and a palace, along with a library and just a whole bunch of artifacts and things like that. 3 castles actually is what he's inherited. So he has spent, him and his sisters and family, his parents, have spent most of their lives trying to restore this. But the interesting thing, what he has done, is the Prince William Lubkowski's.
Look, it's like that LGBTQ plus sign, negative minus ampersand number sign.
He's a 27-year-old prince. Okay.
Okay.
He is selling NFTs to preserve a 700-year legacy.
Wow.
So far, he has raised $300,000 to restore these castles and ancient artifacts.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I thought that was
I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty cool.
Was cool because the reason my background is Bohemian, actually, is because my great-great-grandparents came from Czechoslovakia. So that is my background.
Is Queen's song named Bohemian Rhapsody?
Bohemian Rhapsody, yes.
I just thought about that.
Yes. So, according to Reuters, did I get it right?
I wish I had a little one of those things that pop out the confetti.
Right? All right, woohoo! Anyways, okay. Multiple Chinese military ships, aircraft, and drones continue to be
darn
part
Chinese
of joint drills near Taiwan Sunday morning, stimulating attacks on Taiwan.
Stimulating? They were stimulating attacks?
Simulating! Oh my god!
Simulating.
Oh my god.
I see now.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Hello. I'm really just fired, ain't I?
Yeah, I'm not going to fire you this time because you're already fired.
Oh my god. You guys, we have too much fun on this show, I'm telling you. It's all just fun and games. I'm really not that bad at reading.
I went on eBay and I ordered for like $10.30 or something like that. Like the past 100 issues of Reader's Digest, so she can get word power. And when she comes back on one of these days, she's just gonna blow you away. Hey, how's everybody doing? This is Jennifer Gregerson. This is Night Talks. just going to be 100% different. I mean,
really?
It's going to be perfect.
You know,
I'm going to make it happen.
This
for
is
you.
what brings in my personality. I mean, this brings out my personality to everyone.
No,
and
you
stuff
wouldn't.
like that. I mean,
yeah,
come on,
you
I
are
know,
Jennifer
you know,
Gregerson.
I am. There
Ladies and
is.
gentlemen,
there
is
no
no other.
No.
Well, there could be if we go with the block universe theory.
Well, yeah, I suppose so.
There's
but-
another one of you out there that's doing like exceptionally well,
Yeah, probably.
and probably
so.
looking at you like, wow.
Well, like
Like,
I said,
fucking
you know,
thank God I didn't get put in that fucking
you
Jennifer
know,
Gregerson.
like I said, I hit my head so many times when I was younger. What can I say? Anyway.
Yeah, well, I played hockey forever. I hit my head a bunch of times. So that don't explain it. I'm pretty super smart. I laugh at that because I'm not. I'm really not. I remember the last time I got hit.
You were so serious. You should have saw the look on your face. You were so serious. You were like about to cry and stuff like that because I didn't say anything back.
I'm super. I super smart, and the last playing in juniors, the big no in ice hockey, especially at that age, like you're supposed to know. I mean, you're just supposed to know. I had a man, who was gonna be onside, had a direct clear pass for a breakaway.
Yeah.
And so what do I do? Because I'm trying to impress. I believe there's some Washington Capitol and Toronto Maple Leaf scouts
Right.
there. I think so. I was trying to impress, and all the knowledge of hockey just went out of my brain, and I was like, let me look at this puck so I can make sure the line is perfect right to the tip of his stick. So I looked right at the puck, went to make the pass, and that's all I remember. I woke up in the corner.
There she wrote.
On the other side of the arena, my corner, with a guy, our trainer, was smelling salts, asking me what year it is, where you're at, what you're doing, So that was my last concussion.
Right.
Essentially. So, yeah, all seriousness, we've had some things done.
Yeah.
We've certainly had some things done.
Exactly. So here's the thing, okay? So today, the Russian foreign minister, Putin, and top military officials said the United States decision of help to Ukraine of billions of dollars in arms means that NATO is
what?
Is in.
Let me see.
Essence,
What does your notes say?
Essence
NATO
is in.
I can't even fucking read your note. Oh, you spelled it in essence.
In essence.
Essence, folks. NATO in essence
is engaged in a war with Russia through a proxy.
Via proxy.
And is arming that proxy. They finally
where the hell do you see they?
Finally,
or not.
Whether proxy or not, war means war.
Oh yeah,
and
this is a good one.
Nuclear strikes.
Nuclear strikes. Yeah, that's helpful to my day.
We're all dead.
Well, yeah, it's just like, yep.
And there she goes.
Man, that's unfortunate.
Okay. Anyways, all seriousness anyway here. Okay.
Go ahead.
So, since Friday night, a manhunt has been underway for a 39-year-old Stephen Marlowe of Dayton, Ohio, after he was wanted in connection with the shooting death of 4 people in Butler Township, a small town north of Dayton.
Okay.
After having ties in Indianapolis, Chicago, Lexington, and Kentucky, He was actually found. He was arrested last night in Lawrence. Well, actually, I should say Saturday night, because last night. Yep, because today is still Sunday, right? I think.
Well, it's Monday now, but I think
okay.
that story would have been, yeah.
Last Saturday night, whatever, in Lawrence, Kansas, just before 10 p.m., as stated by John Porter, the police chief in Butler Township, Ohio. Rest in peace, Clyde Knox, 82, Eva Knox, 78, Sarah Anderson, 41, and Kayla Anderson, 15. Justice will now be served.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yes.
Any
they
criminal?
They caught him.
Did he use a?
Well, it said that he had shot them with a rifle, and they're still investigating why.
So then he
did
should.
it.
Well, he should obviously go free because the weapon made that choice
Well,
to kill all those people.
Yeah, essentially that's what the Democrats say. That's what they say in this world today, that it was.
But if you want to go back to reality,
oh my God, let's take away our Second Amendment. Come on now,
But in reality, this douchebag.
Yeah.
So what? How many years did he get? Or has he been? He's just been jailed, or what?
He's just in custody right now.
He's in custody now. What is he looking at? What were the initial charges?
They actually didn't go into that. Well, murder is the initial charges of the 4 people, but they didn't go into what he's looking at yet. They just put him in custody right now.
And this was Ohio?
Yes, Dayton, Ohio.
Do they have the death penalty? They have capital punishment?
I'm not sure. You might have to look that up.
Anybody out there, call the show. Let us know if Ohio has a death penalty. I'm not sure on that. But that guy needs to he needs to fry like eggs in the fucking morning.
Yes, he
My
does.
God, that's just outrageous.
Well, it's like a whole family, and stuff. That's horrible. I mean, I don't like to hear things about that. People, they've got some screws loose upstairs, big time. Speaking of screws loose, and stuff.
Well,
like
you know
that,
why?
I think those transgender people. I'm sorry, but God made you a woman and a male for a reason. You should not be going to change your gender or anything like that. I think it's a few screws loose up there as well.
You're not gonna go change your sex. Okay, so you can't ever change your sex. Okay, so here's the bottom. Let me explain it. Okay, for you. You cannot change your sex.
No.
Okay?
No.
You just cannot.
You can change your appearance.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 You will always be a boy, a male, or you will always be a girl, female, whatever have you, sex-wise. Now, gender, which is a human construct, and you know what that means.
Yes.
That was created by us.
Yep.
Okay. Gender? Technically now you can make yourself be, a gnat on a fucking elephant's ass.
Right.
Okay? And say that's what your gender is. Okay? Gender never, ever was supposed to be, I don't know how to put it, this extreme, to go to these ends. Gender, male or female. I mean, it's just as simple as that, because you already know that your sex is male or female. Your gender is male and female. It was never meant to cause any type of these issues that we're seeing nowadays. Now these, incredibly insane leftists, liberals and progressives and whatnot, people that have fucking pronouns, which in Canada you can actually be, I think, thrown in jail if you don't call somebody the pronoun that they want. You better not even know this person, but if you say, hey, he, for example, and you didn't use the right pronoun, which you can also make up to be whatever you want. Like, seriously.
Right.
Like, you could make your pronoun be Zorro or something. So if you don't say, hey, Zorro, instead of, hey, him or he, you could face jail time
Yeah.
in Canada.
Kimmy, if you are listening, please give us a call. Kimmy is like
Kimmy
one of our
from
number
Canada.
our number one fans. I
Oh,
mean,
Canada.
she's amazing and everything. But
My home and...
are you?
What? It's for Kimmy and Brad and all them.
Anyways, Kimmy, yes, give us a call if you know what their policy over there is. In,
Yeah, we'll pop open a couple of bats and we'll get down and dirty talking about that.
Anyway, if you want to give us a call,
Le
Kimmy,
Boots.
we would love to hear from you. I mean,
No, seriously, I want to know what's going on. And, talking to Brad, for example, I mean, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but it's like actually worse in Canada than it is in the United States at this point.
Yeah, but it's going to get bad. I mean, once school starts, it's going to get really bad. I mean, here's the thing, okay? If nuclear war doesn't get us, I mean, I think...
there's literally like 7 ways right now that can get us.
I think transgender's going to get us, honestly, to tell you the truth. I mean, it's trending really fast around here, and stuff, and it's horrible. I mean...
It's up to 21%.
I'll tell you one thing. At the fair, okay, there was at least maybe 5 transgender people I've seen at the fair. Not only that, you see a bunch of kids like teenage kids that have got so much, body piercing
Fired.
all over their bodies. I mean, this one girl had body piercings all over her face. Like, you couldn't even hardly see her eyes. I mean, her eyelids were pierced, everything. I mean, that's insane.
So let me make this clear. Okay, you're talking about body piercing. We're not talking about body piercings. We've always had people that do that, blah blah blah, whatever. That's fine.
How crazy people take things.
What? Yeah. Well,
about.
yeah. Right. How far people go.
Yeah.
Like, I understand
Yeah, how far
that.
they
We
go.
are not directly talking about people that get piercings.
No,
Whatever.
no,
That's
we're not.
hey, man.
If
If you're not
if
you're not fucking bothering me,
yeah.
or like shoving it like in my face 24/7. Like, I've never had somebody with piercings, like, every single day from the time I wake up until the time I go to bed, telling me I need to fucking get, like 1,000 piercings on my fucking face.
No. And
You know what I mean?
That's the same with tattoos and stuff like that. The thing is, if you want to go and change your so-called identity or whatever.
Your gender. This is what they're...
That's fine. But keep it to yourself. I mean, don't sit there and push it upon other people. That's just...
Well,
not
the left is giving them full advantage now to just... It's like they're the authority now. Like, you can't defend against them. And if you do, God forbid, you're freaking going to jail for a hate crime. Yeah. I mean, you could literally, like, be like, I don't like you. Like... he's staring at them, and you're getting arrested, dude.
Right.
For a hate crime. Like, it's absolutely insane. Like, you wouldn't think of this type of stuff happening in reality, like this world that we live in right now. But, like, it's happening. And it's not just that, it's everything else. But it's not, they're throwing it in your freaking face. Mm-hmm. Dude, they are telling you. You need to be transsexual. They're telling you we are now going to take over raising your child. And if we see any instance in where your child may show any sign of being like maybe saying something female-ish,
or a girl playing football or something like that.
Oh my God, gene therapy, get it done. They're going to therapy. And you have no say in the matter in Canada. And there is a huge story out of Canada.
Is there a lawsuit kind of thing going on?
A multitude of things. The trial is still just a little bit away. That gentleman out of BC, who they called and said that whether you like it or not, with or without your approval, we are going to start therapy on your girl because we think she's a man.
Yeah, that's
and
crazy.
And the dude actually got jailed.
Yeah,
Had to pay a hefty fine.
Because he stood up for himself.
And he's out on bond, waiting for the trial. But like, whoa, where the fuck? I mean, where the fuck is this world going to? What is happening?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you got Trudeau, who's sitting on his giant throne, who has like a 9-inch dildo, attached to the top part of his seat where he sits down.
Oh my gosh.
And just has this smile on his face 24/7. And in his brain, he's like, I am doing so good for this country and this world. And, yeah. And it's like, I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
It really baffles the shit out of me.
Yeah.
But if it comes to America, I'll tell you what, that's when you'll see civil war really become a thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. So anyway, back to the stories here. Sorry about the tangent again. Jeez, I gotta
What
kick
tangent?
him.
I don't go on tangents.
I gotta kick him instead of pinch him, I guess. But here, well.
That's a hate crime.
Anyway, all right. So China, is still carrying out their drills for the fourth consecutive day. So now, in response, Taiwan has deployed air reconnaissance patrols, naval ships, and shore-based missiles, and said that it will continue to closely monitor the situation. They also are conducting a live fire artillery drill next week, which will include snipers, combat vehicles, armored vehicles, as well as helicopters. But right now, the tensions have a negative impact on Southeast Asia. Toy said, "We hope that wisdom will prevail."
Yeah, wisdom has failed a long time ago.
Yeah, that's sad. I mean, you can keep praying to God and stuff like that, but
let's put it this way. The wheels are already in motion.
oh yes, it's sad.
Okay, with the threatening of attacking Poland, which of course is a NATO country, Latvia putting out the warning.
You got NATO surveillance planes and fighter jets are patrolling around the clock to protect the airspace.
Yeah, they have the air cover now.
Basically, in fear that this war is going to spread beyond Ukraine.
Like they're literally using blackjacks in Ukraine.
Yeah.
I think Ukraine is unfortunately damaged enough that you probably don't need to be carpet bombing, and you certainly don't need to be using blackjacks to do that job. Military folks will understand that the NATO call sign, military-wise, for strategic nuclear bombers on behalf of Russia, the Soviet days. This particular Topolov was codenamed Blackjack. Mm-hmm. Okay. So you don't know if Russia has live nuclear weapons on those blackjacks going through Ukraine.
What was that video that you saw the other day? That was absolutely insane.
Which video was that?
That one when the military people were sitting in their vehicles and that big huge blast happened and it was only like 6 seconds and there goes the big huge wave.
Yeah, unknown source.
The heck that was. There had to have been some kind of testing going on of some sort.
I see you say that, and I feel that it's not because of the proximity of those which look like military fatigues and things like that. But
of the the explosion over by the power plant, could that have possibly been
no. To me, what it looked like, I mean, we're all about honesty here at NTR Daily, Night Talks Radio as well. To me, you want my opinion? It looked like a frog or a tactical nuke going off.
Right.
And obviously that's not good.
No.
Okay, so that plays right into the narrative. China is just waiting to see what Russia, what their ultimate goal here is going to be in the next couple days or weeks. What they pull off. China is also. They bought bombers from Russia as well, similar to the Blackjack and things like that, or the Bear -E as well. And these guys are fucking around in the skies with them as well.
Yeah.
And, we have some portion of our Pacific fleet heading in that direction. And, of course, Lindsey Graham's, what he said today. Do you have exactly what he said today?
Yeah, Lindsey
read
Graham
that
said
real
that
quick.
in the State of the Union today, NATO is bigger, not smaller. The International Criminal Court is coming after Putin and his cronies, and we're going to strangle the Russian economy as long as they sponsor terrorism. So if you don't want to receive what Putin did, try to go into Taiwan.
Oh, no, it's directed towards China, correct?
That is correct.
Yeah, so it's time where we have to make a move to where, okay, because right now on the world stage, and of course I have multiple friends in multiple countries overseas, and I'm proud to say a lot of them are best friends that I've known for years, both Russian, and Polish and whatever have you. But if we don't show that we are still a military power, okay, that can stop things from happening,
Right.
military-wise. If we allow China to do what we all see what they're about to do.
Yeah.
Okay. If we don't stop them and actually show force, okay, we're talking air superiority, we're talking ships, possibly boots on the ground in Taiwan, anti-aircraft, just whatever have you. If we don't step up and finally show that we're still the United States of America, and we allow China to go in to Taiwan unabated,
Yeah, then
basically,
it's over.
then it's truly over.
Yeah.
It'll be a clear picture to both China and Russia, and then quickly the sides will be taken. You will see the start of World War III, and the game is over, folks.
Right, but the only scary thing is the president that we have right now is like a little puppy dog. He follows whoever says what.
And they know that.
And he will go and hide with his tail between his legs. I don't know if he will even give the order to even show force.
Well, he doesn't want his son's money in China to get hurt.
Right.
So, Ukraine, there was money in Ukraine that his son had invested in things, and
Yeah, and I suppose he
it's very
doesn't want
strange.
to let out the real secret about how COVID got released.
which, again, if you don't have a brain, then you don't know. Living under a rock, it came from China, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
China, Wuhan.
Yep.
Okay. It didn't come from. It wasn't from a fucking bat. It wasn't from animals. It wasn't all this other shit. It was fucking Wuhan.
But the United States government was behind it as well, from what I understand. Is that correct?
Well, multiple ways.
Yes.
We designed. What we did is we took the natural occurring coronavirus, same as the flu and the cold and things like that are out there. And in the 70s, we fucked around with it and turned it into a long-term, devastating sort of bioweapon to where the effects would slowly get to you after years and years and years and years, okay? They would go away and then come back, then go away and then come back. That's why we hear about long haulers, because this is exactly what was meant to take place. And then, of course, the Democrats, they say themselves that never let a good crisis go to waste. So they develop I don't call it a vaccine, as I've stated many times. I call it a shot.
Yep.
Because it has absolutely nothing to do with a vaccine. If you get into detail about it and find out actually what's being put in you. Is there to, it certainly is a booster shot. It is to boost your death. Okay? So, how many people out there, oh my God, you're not getting your shot. You know what? Here you go. Just a big fuck you for continuing this drama, getting it completely out of control, scaring people for no reason, vilifying people who choose to be conservative or support President Trump or, hey, actually know facts, real facts, do their own research. They don't just sit around and listen to Don fucking Lemon tell you this is what it is.
Right.
Okay?
Meanwhile, though,
Meanwhile, what? Get me off of this, because I'll just
Yeah, I know.
What?
So anyway, hundreds of people may be infected with polio. Yeah, so New York State health officials have found indications of extra cases of polio virus in wastewater samples from 2 different counties, leading that hundreds of people may be infected with this virus. Just 2 weeks ago, the New York Health Department recorded its first case.
All you gotta say is New York.
In Rockland County. Since then, 3 positive water tests from Rockland and 4 from Orange County were taken and,
Look at me.
investigated.
Look at me. I mean, again, are you surprised?
No, not really, but I mean, it's polio, and the thing is that polio can spread like that too, and that's the scary thing about it. It is. But it might be another time.
All apart. Everything that we're discussing, including the nuclear attack PSAs and just a multitude of other things.
Oh, yeah.
All a part of the big plan. I know we're going to talk about that later on, but it's, again, an election year.
Yep.
November midterms. It's to scare the shit out of you. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure there's much, much more coming. That's going to be 10 times worse, but it's all to scare you, to stay in your house. It's going to be to the point where they're going to start saying if you even open your door an inch, you will die within 5 hours,
Right.
or something like that. Just something absolutely crazy.
Oh,
okay,
but-
I hate to stop you there, Jen, but we're past our break. We got to take another break. I can't believe we've been on another break.
Yes.
Okay, so... yes, we have come upon our second break here on NTR Daily. We will be right back with more crazy banter, more news, more updates, and possibly your phone calls. So you stay right where you're at. We'll be right back. This is NTR Daily, special Sunday night edition.
Want to reach Night Talks Radio? That's easy. Simply dial 1-507-384-9390. Or for first-time callers, just dial 1-507-307-4424. From somewhere in the great upper Midwest, here's Daniel Brewer and Jennifer Gregerson.
Hello, folks. Welcome back to NTR Daily. Hour 3. Believe it or not. We're back in hour 3. Can you believe it?
No.
Jennifer, I bet it's another hour 3. I think it's because we
That's
talk
insane.
long as shit.
Well, yeah, we banter back and forth and stuff, but we have a lot of information to talk about.
We're like those people when you're at a bar on like a Saturday night and you're out in the smoking section, and whatnot outside, and the dude, that you just don't want to talk to keeps talking to you, asking you questions.
Oh, yes.
Like bothering you. So, hey, man, what's your favorite, what beer are you drinking tonight? Where are you going? You heard any after parties tonight? Oh, what kind of car you got, man? Hey, did you hear about that new fucking blah, blah, blah? And it's just like, fuck off. It's essentially, I think we do so much banter.
Yes. But
some of it's but it's serious. It's some of the banter is serious. Okay, we're gonna dedicate hour 3 to seriousness.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Hour 3 is serious.
Let's see how long you
on
can last on
NTR
that one,
Daily. I don't know how long I can last.
Exactly.
But
all right, here we go.
You mother.
Here we go. A deadly type of skin cancer is
Awana
rising.
family.
See?
Okay, I'm done.
You can't do the seriousness.
I'm done.
Okay.
Go ahead.
A deadly type of skin cancer is rising. In Canada, according to recent research by McGill University, those who live in the southern and the coastal areas of Canada are more at risk. Cutaneous melanoma Yes.
Ugh.
Causes more deaths than any other skin cancer, with 1.9% of all cancer deaths in men and 1.2% in women in Canada. Globally, there has been 290,000 new cases in 2018 and are rising.
Wow. Just all this magical stuff coming out of nowhere.
Well, it's radiation.
That you just wouldn't think of in 2022.
Well, it's what they're putting in
or
the
even
skies,
4 or 5 or 6 years ago.
Or even the pesticides they're using to kill the mosquitoes.
Well, it's not even that. With the chemtrails now, it's not even that. It's back to the days of the 80s with the chemtrails now. The chemtrails are meant to, hopefully make it just a little bit harder to see the ground.
Right.
For purposes of military attacks and things like that.
Exactly.
But go ahead.
So, Motor Biscuit. That's
Motor Biscuit?
Motor Biscuit, that's what their name is, yes. The development of the Samson Sky Switchblade.
Motor Biscuit. Like, is this a human?
No, it's a company.
It's a company. Motor Biscuit.
Yes.
Get the fuck out of here.
Is expected to get out.
Who do you work for? Motor Biscuit? Go ahead.
Is expected to get the car out for sale within weeks. After working on the car for 14 years, it has now passed all the road tests and is now approved by the FAA. The flying car has a luxury feature and a hybrid drivetrain. Once you land, you fold the wings into the sides of the car and then can travel like a regular vehicle. The flying car can transport 2 passengers at a maximum altitude of 16,000 feet
16,000 feet. Yeah.
and can cruise up to 160 miles per hour in the air. You do need a pilot's license to operate, though.
Oh, I'm totally sure of that. But let me tell you this: is that so I had mentioned earlier in the show, I'm not flying a plane. Like, I won't be on a commercial passenger airliner. Period. Or a boat or anything like that. A fucking bridge, a long bridge, that is. The Mackinac Bridge, going to the UP from the lower peninsula of Michigan, is about as far as you can push me bridge-wise, okay? But if I gotta get a fucking pilot's license to drive this so-called hybrid vehicle / plane or whatever have you, and its maximum travel height is 16,000 feet, I'm gonna go ahead and fucking pass on that one. I'm just gonna throw on the fucking rollerblades, man, because no fucking way will I be 300 feet in the air or 16,000 feet in the air.
Right.
Okay, and then I'm controlling the thing. So, like, I would just get so freaked out, I'd crash myself. And, whatever.
Well, if you see a picture of this thing, it looks like
I have seen it.
I mean, it looks like a bullet. It's absolutely insane.
I mean, it's pretty sleek, and it's slightly smaller than cars you see on the road today.
Right.
Like, so, I mean, that's kind of like a bonus. And, it utilizes drone technology, that type of...
But we do know that it'll probably cost an ear, an arm, and a leg to buy.
Wow. Shit, it already does to buy things around here. We're just talking about fucking milk, for example. But what I'm saying is, though, here's the big catch. Once again, you can't fucking guarantee me that 1 or 2 or 3 or maybe even 4 of those drone engines won't fucking malfunction.
Yeah, exactly.
So, once again, I say, motor biscuit. You can take your car and shove it. You can take that car and shove it.
Anyway, okay, so North Korea offers Russia
North Korea
100,000 volunteers for war in Ukraine.
They offer help? Wait, to the Ukrainians or Russia?
Nope, to the Russians. They're
well, of course, they're slimy fucking sleazeballs.
Volunteers.
We help you with our troops.
They're apparently not getting anything.
We are the same as you.
Anyway,
you help us against U.S.
Okay.
No.
We are going to get to the horoscopes and hopefully
we are momentarily in about less than 10 minutes.
Yes, hopefully. Anyway.
But let's get to the news and get that out of the way.
No, that was the rest of the news. Now we're going to go to the update of what's going on in Ukraine.
Okay.
So a couple days ago, there was some shelling going on right next to the big European largest nuclear power plant in Ukraine, like we had mentioned before, and there were some explosions. Now the explosions have caused a whole lot of issues to the point where the actual...
These break-off fragments of the Soviet... look at me, Soviet. That's how much it reminds me. These Russian forces... it's so similar. Like, they don't give two shits.
No.
Now it's to the point where the basic readers for the region or area are essentially offline now because of the damage. So you don't even know what, if any, or how much radiation or things of that nature is seeping out into the environment or atmosphere at this point.
Well, exactly. I mean, the UN's International Atomic Energy Agency, the director
you won't know,
is calling it a real risk of a nuclear disaster at the power plant.
You're not gonna know It's quite similar to Chernobyl, but this will be a lot different. I mean, a lot different. You won't know until detectors far, far away via the jet stream, things of that nature, or whatever have you, the way the wind blows, until other radioactive detectors start going off.
Right.
And by then, God will only know how bad it is for people in that general area.
Yep.
So
now, President Zelensky said today that if Russia proceeds with referendums in occupied areas of his country, asking people to join Russia, there will be no more talks.
Good.
I mean, no more.
Good. Cut the ties
not
now.
Even international allies. I mean, it'd be nothing.
Just cut the ties now.
Yeah.
I feel bad saying that because I stated I have friends who have friends there. But at this point, I mean, what's going to happen is going to happen, or it's already happened. But Zelensky, who I've gained a lot of respect for over the past couple of months now, even before then.
Yep.
Just do it now.
Yeah.
Do it now. Russia's government, military, high up officials, and especially Putin, they're not going to do any fucking negotiations.
No.
They're not going to do anything like that.
No.
So just cut it off now. Zelensky fucking knows.
Yeah.
So just stop it now, and just be ready to fight.
Oh, yeah,
That's the key thing.
Everything that you've got.
Fight.
Yep.
Get yourself attached to NATO one way or another.
Yep.
And bingo, bango. Let's just do it.
Yep.
Let's just do it. Let's get it over with.
Let's do it.
Just do it.
Let's do it.
Fucking do it.
Just do it.
All right, now that was stupid. You did it too many times.
Anyway,
so
anyway.
obviously you're fired.
Oh, shut up. Anyway.
All right, go.
I love you. Anyway, Ukraine is now having problems once again with their power plant being shelled again tonight, causing damaging radiation sensors.
Yeah. So what you're saying is it's like I said, it's damaging the sensors
Yep.
that are in place to protect the region and the people of those regions. Now, unless you have a radiation detector in Ukraine, if you're a normal civilian, which if you are, you do not have enough money to have one.
No.
Okay, I'll tell you that right now. Or you're rather well off, or have ties, or are actually part of the main Ukrainian military force for your hands to be able to grab a radiation detector. Nobody knows how bad it is right now.
No.
Possibly the breakaway Russian soldiers who are just like, death, kill. It's they're the only ones that know. But even then, they still don't care. They don't even know that they're killing themselves, essentially, depending on how bad it is, because they've killed the scientists, they've killed the workers. That they've done so many of these things that it's completely out of hand now. Okay,
Yes.
Back to you, John.
Yes, it is. So I just wanted to say real quick here before I go ahead to the horoscopes of today.
Astronomical
insights. NTR astronomical insights. Before I go ahead to that, I just wanted to say a quick
What?
Well,
What do you want to say, yo?
I want to say a little bit of a moment of silence to everyone in Ukraine and everyone around the world
You know what?
who is struggling with this possible war situation.
Absolutely.
Right.
I'm in full agreement with that. Let's do that.
A moment of silence. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's
I'm
well needed.
Praying for everyone who is struggling on a day-to-day basis.
Until it's over.
Yeah.
You
We
know.
don't know. I mean, it's in God's hands now.
It really is, folks. We're not in control. of what's gonna happen now in the next days, weeks, or months.
No, it's going to happen whether we want to or not.
Never. Last thing I'm gonna say before you start your horoscopes. Never in my life, especially after the Cold War, would I imagine that we would be in this situation again, except like 100 times worse.
Yep.
I never thought my daughter and other children would have to experience this.
Yeah, right.
So I just wanted to get that out there. All right, so is it time for NTR Astronomical Insights?
It is. It is time for NTR Astronomical Insights. Now, I am going to
Let's do it.
try and get through all of this today. Hopefully, the Real Chronicles as well. If I don't get through the Real Chronicles, it
we
will
got
be
time.
put out tomorrow.
I will tell you when we're entering the danger zone.
Okay.
Like Top Gun.
All right.
I've been to the danger zone.
Okay, will you stop now?
Go ahead.
NTR Astronomical Insights. The horoscopes for Monday, August 8th. So for tomorrow. Okay? Aries. The day will kick off with a cheering
That's me.
energy. A cheering energy. Will you stop interrupting me, please?
Fuck, sorry, I'll just leave. Here, hope you know how to close this shit out.
Anyway, okay. These vibes could inspire you to spread some joy around the office. Meanwhile, tonight,
Really?
you could emotionally shut down or lash out, especially if you feel overworked lately. These changes could also lead struggles with your loved ones.
Oh, we never have that.
Not at all. But the daily bonuses, once you reach a goal, you need to appreciate your achievements. So anyways,
I do. That's a big shout out to Kev.
Yes, thank you, Kev, for
Man, that changed.
for
And
offering this
Rod?
wonderful Kev and Rod for offering us this wonderful opportunity, and that's all we're gonna say right now.
People will know.
People will
NTR.
know later on when it gets closer.
They will know our names and bow down.
Now, okay, can I get on with my horoscopes here now? Okay, thank you.
Yes, you can.
All right, Taurus. You may feel emotionally dumped on this morning, potentially causing others to share intimate details about their lives. This afternoon, you'll have a chance to ground and find peace. Tonight, good vibes will come your way, helping you find emotional enlightenment through meditating. Your daily bonus is a friend is suddenly acting different, so find out why. Gemini. Your words will have a warm and healing effect on people today. Don't be afraid to give advice or comfort to your friends right now. You'll notice a shift this afternoon. Just try not to confide too many details with someone you don't fully trust right now. Your daily bonus. Making a compromise is the best way to get out of stressful power struggles today. Cancer. Issues regarding your professional relationship could manifest today. You may begin to question who is on your side and believes in you. Luckily, this afternoon, you will reconnect with the beauty around you. Unfortunately, tonight, you could start to feel overworked and under-rested. Make it important to take time for yourself. Your daily bonus? Money should be a deciding factor. Do things that are right for you. Leo. Your day is set to be a blessed one. This celestial exchange will activate your spirituality, which means support from beyond the veil. Don't be afraid to ask for help from the other side. These vibes are perfect for getting caught up on work tonight, or caught up on your work tonight. Daily bonus. Today, you will find a warmer reception for your thoughts than you thought you would. Virgo. You'll have an opportunity to overcome your fears and anxieties today. Use this as a motivation to face any uncomfortable conversations or personal work you've been avoiding. This afternoon, you will embrace the most authentic version of yourself. Don't be afraid to blow off some steam and have fun tonight. Your daily bonus, reorganization of your schedule is called for today. Libra, don't be afraid to reach out to your loved ones for reassurance today. A cosmic climate will remind you of the importance of love on a powerful level. But if you block yourself off emotionally, you could spoil these vibes. Try to be mindful about letting your guard down. Daily bonus, this isn't a good time for socializing with new people. Stick to the tried and true. Scorpio, working toward your goals will evaluate your confidence, mood, and sense of self today. A cosmic climate will help you feel comfortable with the pace, but only if you find ways to stay busy and productive. Your focus and clarity will be boosted this afternoon, but unfortunately something could cloud the vibes if it's been a while since you connected to your spirituality and self-love. Your daily bonus, taking care of matters at or around your home should be top priority today. Sagittarius, you may feel a bit rushed today until this afternoon when you'll have a chance to slow down. Use this energy to embrace luxury and indulge your senses and relax. Daily bonus, a troubled friend needs some cheering up today, so make yourself available to them. Capricorn, you will feel a bit overstimulated this morning. Don't feel guilty about staying quiet and moving at your own pace right now. Luckily, this afternoon, you will feel more refreshed. Tonight, you will elevate your aura, helping you reclaim control of your mind, body, and soul. The daily bonus, let go of old grudges. Make room in your heart for more positive in your life. Aquarius, the universe will ask you to share what's in your heart today. Don't be afraid to speak your truth. Your emotions will come more surface this afternoon. Unfortunately, you could shut down tonight, especially if you feel rejected or are reliving drama from the past. Daily bonus, it's a good time to go out with your friends and make great memories.
So basically, get drunk as shit.
Pisces, a warm energy will find you today, helping you heal anything bothering you in your life. These vibes will remind you of your value and self-worth, especially when it comes to your financial situation and work. Don't be afraid to ask for a raise if it's due. Unfortunately, jealousy could develop within your social circle, so be mindful of who you share information with. The daily bonus is, it's a good idea to spend some time thinking about your future. So that is the end of the horoscope, and that is tomorrow's horoscope.
Oh.
The history of today.
What happened today?
Well, yesterday, Sunday, I should say, Sunday, August 7th.
Okay.
In 1976, the U.S. Viking 2 spacecraft goes into orbit
The
around
Vikings. Don't say
Mars. In 2007, Barry Bonds of the San Francisco Giants
Get out of
breaks Hank Aaron's record with his 756th home run.
And he only did it with 200 shots of steroids.
Yep, exactly. In 1990, Operation Desert Shield begins as U.S. troops deployed to Saudi Arabia to discourage Saddam Hussein from invading that country as he had in Kuwait.
Boy, did that work out for him.
In 1984, Japan defeats the United States to win the Olympic gold in baseball.
I'll let them have that one.
In 1971, Apollo 15 returns to Earth, making it the first use of the lunar roving vehicle.
Okay. Yep.
In 1944, German forces launch a major counterattack against U.S. forces near Mortain, France. In 1936, the United States declares non-intervention in the Spanish Civil War. And in 1916, Persia forms an alliance with Britain and Russia. In 1864, Union troops capture part of Confederate General Jabal Early's
Joggle. Okay.
Early's army at Moorefield, West Virginia. And then in 1782, General George Washington authorizes the award of the Purple Heart for soldiers wounded in combat. That's pretty good, though. That's really good.
You did sense the sarcasm, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yes.
He supports Trump.
Anyway, so
okay, so now you're into
part of the astronomical insights is also things that are associated with your zodiac sign, not just your horoscope. So here are the colors to wear for your zodiac sign. Aries, red is your color because it enhances your drive and keeps you motivated. Taurus.
When we lived at those horrible apartment complexes, a 62-pound meth head told me that orange was my color.
Orange may be your power color.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
There's difference.
Okay, difference. Okay. Gotcha. All right.
So Taurus, you're known for being short-tempered, but certain shades tend to be calming. So you will be strong-willed if you wear green, as green signifies calm and nature. Gemini, they're normally fun to spend time with, but they have bright colors that tend to work well with. So yellow is the best because its bright and sunny nature also is an energy booster.
I can't say I like yellow. It reminds me of mustard.
Yeah.
And I hate mustard.
I like yellow because it reminds me of the sun. Cancer. So Cancers love and provide comfort around them. So the color is blue. That's the best color because it's calming with help, and it'll make them feel at ease and be relaxed.
All right.
Leo, your color is yellow because you're bubbly, social, and warm, and yellow is a great color for this sign because it's a happy color. It corresponds with warming light of the sun and its life-giving qualities.
All right.
Virgo, that's me, apparently, but I don't know about this
All
one.
right, let's see.
Okay,
See what
so
you're all about.
so it says that Virgo can be quite intense and sometimes intimidate people around them. I don't know if that's true or not. But it says wearing gray or silver can calm them down.
You know, that's crazy. You're wearing gray and silver right now. Did you notice that? Look at that.
Yeah. I did not. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah.
You are wearing gray. She's got a Kansas City chef's t-shirt on. and light gray pants.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So gray brings balance to your life.
Wow,
I did not know that.
Brings balance to the force, no?
So you're Libra. So Libra, you strive for balance and you want to feel comfortable. So muted mellow pink.
Muted
Mellow pink. is the best color because it makes you feel that you are more self-assured and calm, and it makes you look physically appealing. And pink symbolizes
Who is this for?
love,
Libra?
joy, purity, happiness, romance, and brings calming and serenity to relationships. Since Libras fall in love easily, the romantic color is perfect.
Okay, you know what? I'm just going to leave that one alone because I have a ton of Libra friends. And
Scorpio. Black is best because it makes them feel comfortable, yet it allows them to maintain a bit of mystery. But if you want to mix up some shades, maroon is also a good color because with the black, it brings out the deep consciousness and yet adding a spark to your life. Sagittarius. Purple is the best color because it can lead you to arrive at certain revelations about yourself and the world, prompting you to do something for your life, apparently.
Okay.
So, well, something with your life or whatever. For your life.
Right, like move out of your parents' basement.
Capricorn. Your best color is dark blue because it's no nonsense and will help you feel more confident in things. Because
Sassy.
Capricorns are serious business.
No nonsense.
Serious business-minded people, and they need to show how professional they are. Capricorns.
Well, guess I'm not a Capricorn.
Aquarius. Aqua. I love aqua. Aqua is the best color because this helps them feel more comfortable, but also calm and collected. You know. So turquoise also helps promote movement and connection to others and their causes, and they are big thinkers who care deeply about social causes and often want to inspire others. Is what Aquarians are.
Yeah. Any more?
And Pisces. Ocean blue works best because it will allow them
Who sailed the ocean blue?
to relax. Columbus sailed the ocean.
What year?
In
Say it. Fuck it up. 1492. Columbus sailed the ocean blue. But guess what? I'm probably going to be in Facebook jail for over a year now because I said that. Go ahead.
Anyways, so remember to explore, dream, and discover.
I like that. I like that ending slogan.
So
Okay, are we getting now into...
we are slowly getting to it. Yes, I mean here's the thing. As far as
Because you got 19 minutes.
I know. I have to do my quick op-ed, okay? So the world we're living in totally disgusts me. The animosity towards other people, is absolutely dangerous and ridiculous. Our innocent children are the prime subject of this chaotic circle, all right? From critical race theory to changing the way they are taught in school by throwing in this ridiculous 1619 project to the dumbfounded push to transgender.
It's systemic racism.
Ludicrous, blasphemous. Excuse me.
Whoa.
Blasphemous.
I thought you almost verped there.
And psychotic.
You verp on the equipment.
It saddens me every day how everywhere we turn that beautiful rainbow the children once enjoyed can no longer be seen that way because of the LGBTQ.
Nope. Now when
this crazy group has destroyed the joyfulness of it and used it as their revolting symbol.
You look at a rainbow now and you think horrible mental illness.
Exactly. The children should not be brainwashed with this filthy disease, nor should the whole world let kids be kids. And another thing that disturbs me is the violence that is allowed to continue due to our socialistic government and nothing being done about it. That is my op-ed about everything.
Okay, I like that op-ed. I mean, it's the truth.
Yeah.
It's the truth.
So which leads me now to the Chronicles of Jennifer Gregerson.
Okay,
Well, the Chronicles of Jennifer.
Explain as quick as possible,
Okay.
but in detail, what it's about and then let's try to boot out episode 1 of it, because it looks like you have time. You have 17 minutes.
Okay, so
do what you gotta do. I won't speak.
Basically, the Chronicles is where I take you on my real life experiences and challenges growing up, while at the same time relating to my thoughts and feelings of the world today. That is what it is all about. So, the Chronicles of Jennifer, it's titled Missing Love, and this is why you'll understand what I mean by missing love. As a mother, you should automatically be loving, caring, and compassionate. You should give unconditional love no matter what. Unfortunately, in my case, that did not happen. Okay? So, my life growing up was always a nightmare when it came to love. It was not there. I always felt like a black sheep, like I ruined everything. I could never do anything right in her eyes. I would turn to my grandmothers, my great-grandmother, and my pets for missing love. I longed to fill the empty void in my heart. There were days when the phone conversations with my grandparents did not help, and I felt all alone. Even though my dad would pop in my life from time to time, there was no compassion there. Sure, he would say, "I love you," but it was not a close relationship. Many nights I would wonder what I did wrong to make them hate me, and the only thing I could come up with was that I was born. And you see, my brother was planned to be born, and I wasn't. My brother was born into a loving marriage at the time, and I was unplanned, and I was an oops and a mistake and a burden. I came into a broken marriage, arguing all the time, and no happiness.
Ugh.
Which is why my dad decided to leave. And a few years after, he found his own family, had another child. Our visits
That sounds familiar.
Our visits stopped. I no longer even had the love that I once had. Now, I'm not seeking out for pity. I'm simply writing about my real life experiences to let you know that
It's good
I
to
am
get it
out
out.
here
Don't keep
and
it
ready
in.
to listen. You are not alone. I'm hoping my segment, The Chronicles of Jennifer, will give you insight and help you at the same time. I believe part of the reason that may be linked to crime could start as far as back as how we are treated as a child and raised. And if there is no love, the unconditional in your life, even though we experience a lot of challenges being a parent, our children need attention and need to be treated like they matter. They did not ask to be born, but bottom line is, they're here. So don't ignore them. Love them unconditionally. Raise them with respect and teach them right from wrong. Since I never had that, and still don't, which is another story, I at least had my grandmothers to help me with what I was missing. But I still had many challenges I had to face. If this hits home to any of the listeners, or even if you want to talk about something else, you can reach out to me at therealchroniclesofjennifer@gmail.com. Now, I am not a therapist. I am not a counselor. I am simply a friend who is here to listen, because once in a while, all we need is someone to listen.
It's very true. Very true.
So, here is the quote of the day. Life is the most difficult exam. Many people fail because they try to copy others, not realizing that
Spot
everyone
on.
has a different question paper.
Spot on.
So I say that this is a good quote because it relates to the world today with the schooling, COVID, vaccine mandates, racism card, and transgender. I could go on and on. The bottom line is, you are your own person, and don't let anyone change you in any way.
Wow. I mean, wow. That, well said.
Yeah?
Well said. And you will have more segments coming up as well of the Real Chronicles, correct?
Yeah, the Real Chronicles of Jennifer, like I said, is my life experiences. And it'll take you from my childhood all the way up to my adulthood of what I went through. And it is absolutely insane. I was always told that, with everything that I went through, and survived it, I could write a book, Well, the Real Chronicles is basically almost like a start of my storybook. But it's a way to try and connect with other people out there that are having the same thing or had the same thing growing up, and they didn't know how to talk about it or anything, because there are people out there who just want to listen.
Absolutely understand. I think what you're doing is great. I think it's unique. And, yeah. Okay.
So
we
I'm
got
just
more of that coming. So
I'm going to go for the night because, it's been a long night. So have a great night, everyone, and we'll be back again next week.
alrighty. Well, thank you, of course, to Jennifer Gregerson in that little bit of talk about that segment that you'll be doing. Obviously, not too much came out involving the Real Chronicles of Jennifer, but again, it is in hopes that there's folks out there that could really need the help. And sometimes, just talking is the best that you could actually do for somebody, okay? You don't necessarily have to be a doctor. Okay, you don't have to necessarily have a degree. We are finding out more and more in this time period that those type of things are virtually useless. Okay, you're spending tons and tons of money to get this piece of paper that says that you're allowed to speak about these type of things, and that you will be listened to more than, say, the average person, like me, for example. But I can tell you right now that I've been told by many doctors that they are surprised at my knowledge of things medical and psychological and things like. It's because I simply do my research in the right places, and when I say right places, I mean right places. So it's really not that hard, and you get to save yourself tons and tons of time and money. So I hope that Jennifer's segment will indeed help people. Again, that was just a quick little version kind of explaining what was up with that. And obviously the next episodes will be bigger and better and explain more. So, obviously, again, we had no show tonight. Joe Chase is going to be back next weekend on Saturday night with his final episode, part 3 of 3. And it's one man's journey, of course, and basically the final word. Alright, so we hope that you join us then. We look forward to a lot of great things happening this coming week for NTR Daily and Night Talks Radio. We're looking for more listenership out of the Alabama area of Huntsville and Maine. I'm not too sure of the city in Maine, but multiple other places, of course. And, we already have a lot of listenership, and we're so thankful for that. People like us for some reason, and I really don't know. I have no fucking clue why. So, but you keep on doing it. We'll do the same exact thing, and I hope you like it. And we will always stick with the truth, the facts, the true updates, the realism of things. How it really, really is. And we won't stop. Simple as that. We will not stop. So, it's the beginning of a new era. Okay? It's the beginning of, our turn. Okay? So, let's make America right again. Alright? Let's make everybody happy again. Let's get ourselves out of this horrible situation that we now find ourselves in, and is virtually on the edge of being unstoppable now at this point. So, you need to constantly look up and pray on a daily basis now. As a matter of fact, when you wake up and when you go to bed. Especially for our brothers in Ukraine. The Russian people, the majority of them are held under Putin's rule, and the Russian government, who, as I've said before, is, I think, being strung along by a deep government made of Soviet sympathizers. So, God be with us. Let's get this done. Let's keep these shows going. You guys keep listening. Spread the word. Spread the word of this show. That's the best way. That's the best promotion that you can do for us. Anything else should be great, but word of mouth is the best thing that one could possibly do. So, I want you to do that, and I also want you to have a wonderful night. This has been a special Sunday edition of NTR Daily. We will see you on Tuesday. Good night, everybody.
NTR Daily is a part of the Night Talks Radio Network.
You can catch NTR Daily every Tuesday through Thursday.
Listen live right here on Spreaker.com.
Or check out previous NTR Daily episodes in the Night Talks Radio Archives section on the NTR Spreaker page.
NTR Daily broadcasts live from Red Lake Falls, Minnesota, and can be heard worldwide through Spreaker and all other major streaming services.
I'm Jennifer Gregerson.
And I'm Daniel Brewer. For NTR Daily, we say so long until the next
NTR Daily on Spreaker.com.
And hey, thanks for listening.
Oh, I feel so alive. As I reach out to the sky. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day, 'cause I found my way.